Towards the end of 2014, some horrible atrocities happened in the place where I am standing right now, Maidan Square in Kiev, Ukraine. On today's episode of Kult America, we are searching for the battle scars of those atrocities. So behind me is the trade unions building, which during the time of the revolution was used as a center for the protesters. There was also a hospital inside. Now this building is draped today and being renovated because it's badly damaged from fire burns. Actually, no one knows whether the protesters started the fire that burnt this building or the police. Each side said the opposite party is responsible. But what is for sure is that shortly, this battle scar of Maidan will be erased. The plaque beside me is a monument to those who died to give freedom and sovereignty to Ukraine. This list is really kind of somber and almost out of place in a location that's otherwise so beautiful, but it's a really stark reminder of the death that occurred here. And this memorial behind me might be the worst battle scar of all because it's commemorating just a handful of the thousands of people who have died in the east of Ukraine in the resulting war that followed the revolution. This, to me, is very somber and concerning. So I'm walking through an underground shopping center right now, and what's amazing is that above me is Maidan Square. During the time of the revolution, all of these shops were functioning as normal, and locals tell me that you would have never known that there was about to be a war raging upstairs. That's pretty crazy. So the street behind me was really critical when it came to the atrocities that took place during the Maidan uprising. When the protesters were confined to Maidan Square, the authorities tolerated it to an extent. However, when people started to make motion towards more vital government buildings, people got shot. And we'll look for some of the bullet holes that are still left in the wall today. So beside me is a monument to some of the protesters who were murdered here, and you can see the makeshift shields and tools they were using. I don't know, it's pretty sad because when you see that, you realize that you really couldn't win against bullets and people who have training as fighters. I'm standing next to the monument of Wojtowicz Nishar, who was just 18 years old when his life ended during the protests here in Maidan. This monument really disturbs me because when you look at this shield, you can clearly see the bullet holes that ended his life. So this is the place where many of the protesters were killed, and to commemorate their loss, a church was built right here behind me, and the place is all taped off, so you can't really get too close to the pictures of them, but it's extremely somber place. And you know, I've been to Kiev so many times, and I kind of wish I could go back to a time when this monument didn't exist. I feel like this is one of the saddest videos I've done, especially here in Ukraine, because when I look at these handcrafted barriers in front of me, I realize that there were really poor odds against the people who were fighting here. It seems that the Ukrainian people, to an extent, got the sovereignty that they were fighting for. One of the final deaths of the Maidan Revolution happened here when a sniper atop the roof of Hotel Kiev shot a protester dead. There's no blood on the floor, there's nothing but memories, but yeah, somehow it's just very disturbing. So the extent of the battle scars I found here on Maidan Square were mostly limited to memorials, some bullet holes, and a little bit of graffiti. Otherwise, Kiev did a brilliant job in cleaning up what transpired here. But please write me in the comments section below. What relics do you know of that I have overlooked during my visit to Kiev? On my next visit, I will certainly go and see them with my own eyes. Thank you for watching Kult America.